my goal is to get Wisconsin on the map and for Green Bay to lead the way. So for Ruth, for your best team out of your entire structure, for you to have to get up on stage and say, I have to talk about the Green Bay team. I said, that's my goal for you and Gary and all of y'all have to talk about the Green Bay team. So what we want to do in the couple days we're here is sort of share with you how we built Virginia Beach and how you can do the same thing here. And I have to say, you're blessed with incredible leadership with Jeff and Michelle. And I didn't make you aware, so you can make BK aware that if he sees movement in Wisconsin, where it's going to be coming from. And it'll be from Ruth Elliott's side of the business, and it'll be this team in Green Bay that's causing the reaction that's going to happen. And of course, you'll grow in other states, but really the nucleus will come out of Green Bay. So that's what we wanted to do when we talked to Jeff about coming here, and he was passionate. You see somebody with a van like that and investing like he has and Michelle has in this business, it's like any business you start. It's like I'm investing a lot up front to get rewards later on. And in network marketing, it's famous for doing a lot of work for a little bit in the beginning so that you can get a lot later on for a little bit of work and get what I call a wealthy income. And when I say a wealthy income, when someone says, are you wealthy, the way I like to put that is your passive income more than your bills? So if my standard of living is $2,000 a week, let's say, and I'm bringing in $2,500 a week before I go to work, I would consider that a pretty wealthy lifestyle, that I don't work. All my bills are covered, plus I'm putting money in savings just on my passive income. So, as I will show tonight, we started in FEMA with literally nothing. Here, 3.5 years later, our passive income. So our passive income's over $4,000 a week. We make between $5,000 and $6,000 a week with FEMA, still part-time, still run 16 tanning salons. That doesn't count the income we make off fur or body in the tanning salons. I don't even count that because not everybody has tanning salons. But the passive income is over $4,000 a week, which means if we don't show up for work or don't do anything, right now that cycle bonus checks and what we did in the past are now over $4,000 a week. And I stop sometimes just dumbfounded that that's over $200,000 a year in passive income. And that's what I call what you want to help people create. And whether they want to go all the way for that, whether they want to go up to Ruth Elliott type income, or whether they just want $1,000 or $1,500 a month. Sue has been working with some ladies in our company that's really all they want. They say, if I can just make an extra $1,000, $1,500 a month and get a car, that would be good for me. So Sue's got a game plan for some of those, and she'll share with you how she's working with those folks. But the key to this, and Sue, she'll share this tonight, but she started her business in Iowa before we met, and in 3 months, I guess it was less than 90 days, she had taken it from member and went from member to silver to gold to diamond. So she ranked all the rankings, and eventually went up to platinum before we started dating and getting married. So she rank advanced very quickly, all by herself, no help, building both sides of her business equally, and literally no upline support whatsoever. She's in a little small town, 9,000 people in Iowa, and was able to do that. So the key to helping you do that is twofold. If you're in a tanning salon, working in a tanning salon, it is a slightly different model. Now, I'll touch on that real quick, and then I'll let Sue talk a little bit about the duplication model that really is what's going to make you wealthy in this business. The difference in, she taught us this in the tanning salon, if I come into your tanning salon and I'm tanning, and you say, oh, by the way, have you heard about FEMA or Berg or whatever, what our girls were tempted to do, they wanted to build a business, and they would start talking to you about the business. Now, you're coming there to get a tan. And all of a sudden they're saying, hey, it's a great part-time income, you would love this. And they start getting too in depth with it, and it would really turn the person off. And so they literally would not sell them a FEMA, they would not get them in the business. It was sort of like blow them out. And that was not working. So we changed the entire approach, and now the simple approach was, have you had your FEMA today? And someone would walk in, and we give them like a 1 ounce, not a 2 ounce, but like a little 1 ounce sample. And then as you're drinking that sample, we would say, this is the best thing you'll do for your body all day. So in that product, the reason we represent FEMA, we're brand partners with it, is in that product, you just got complete nutrition for the day. All your nutritional needs are now met for the day. We are talking about the greatest insurance you can get for yourself at the lowest rate for just a little over $2. You just took care of all your nutritional needs. But here's what I like best about it, and of course, especially with the tanning community. You just took the world's most powerful antioxidant. It's the most powerful antioxidant in the world. It comes from the product mangosteen. You go home and research that fruit on your Google, you'll get about 5.8 million hits instantly because of the fascinating features of this fruit that's in our drink here. And so you're getting complete nutrition, but the world's most powerful antioxidant. What does antioxidant mean to you? It means anti-cancer, anti-disease, and for our community that's tanning with, it's anti-aging. So why not push those wrinkles off 20 years? You know, we laugh about it. And our girls talk that way. And so people say, well, you know, it does taste pretty good. Say, hey, look, you see all these lotions we sell, and I always tweak Lewis about this. And Lewis is in the business, but I say, all these lotions we sell, we think are fantastic lotions, but we are basically selling what's on the bottle, what it tells us is on the bottle. Nobody sent these lotions off to labs to get clinical studies done on them. We know that what's in the bottle is what they say is in the bottle, and we believe it does what they say. But this product, Bima, what's so unique about it is there's been clinical studies done by Brunswick Labs out of Boston, Massachusetts, that we had nothing to do with. And if those studies would have come back badly, they'd still published the information. But instead, they published them in what we found out in Men's Journal. They call it the best overall super juice you could drink anywhere. Better than anything out there. Better than the Mona Bees, the Zangos, the Tahitian noni fruits, or anything out there that you could drink. It's the best thing you can put in your body. This Fitness called it the product of the year. Dr. Oz said every man under the age of 60 should drink 2 ounces of Bima each day. Now, since his wife and kids drink it, I'm sure he believes that for everybody, but because it was an Esquire magazine, it was dealing with men. So the product, which has literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of doctors who take this product each day, including Dr. Roy's in the Cleveland Clinic, and so forth, is because the product is so unique. And when you have the best of something that's the best of everything, you're the world's most powerful, not 15th place, we are the most powerful antioxidant, you want to present that strongly. And so we say the greatest thing about this product is once you start on it, you're healthier immediately. You're a healthier person, and you can stay healthy. And I tell somebody, when would you like to not be healthy? Well, never. Right. That's why you want to be on an auto ship. You want to have this. You do not ever want to run out of this. And you're selling units of conviction right here. The one thing you do not want to run out of is this. And then they say, hey, start is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you think about it, you have nothing to risk. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to be in better health 30 days from now. And if you decide after 30 days from now you don't want it, you send your empty bottles back, get your money back. So the worst thing that can happen is you're going to be in better health. But if you're like most people, 98 out of 100 people who start on this program, you're going to stay on it and realize one of the best decisions you ever made for your health. Okay? Because you think about hospitalization, you think about sickness, and I'll tell people, I say, don't lie to anybody, you tell the truth. But for me, I haven't been sick since I've been taking Bima. I haven't had any colds and flu or anything of this nature. So I say, I've been a lot healthier. And I say, if that's your results with it, tell it. If you've got blood work, which I had blood work done after about a year and a half in the business, and my levels were amazing. I took a test that they did, it was one of them all-day tests and so forth, and I came back with a 88 percentile of 30-year-old male, meaning that I was in better health than 88% of 30-year-old men. And I said, I don't give all the credit to Bima, but Bima had a lot to do with it. And so we share stories like that with people, keep it very simple. And we sort of, our rule of thumb is if you have no interest in gambling, do not push, because they're here to tan. And the last thing we want to do is screw up Sunday's Blue Box Tan Resort, because that's what brings the money in now. Especially in the early days, they look, if they have no interest, don't you bother them again. You just put on the screen, we have, I don't know what y'all use, but we have salons that put on the screen, they've been sampled. So we don't bother them anymore unless they bring it up. And we do the same thing if someone's drinking a can of bourbon. We say, hey, you know what makes that drink so special? And most people don't even know. They say, oh, I just love the taste. And we'll say, well, and we'll compare it to Red Bull. And we'll say, Red Bull, it's got your caffeine, you got your sugar, and that's it. And here, we've got all the nutrients, the most powerful antioxidant in the world, better taste, and so forth. But you're getting all that nutrient. If I took something that was bad, and now you've taken something and made it very good. And I realized that one concept alone that would allow me to build what I thought would be a huge business just on bourbon. So the first 6 months in my Bima career, that is all I talked about was bourbon. And then we learned how to introduce Bima, and then of course now body. So when you're working in the tanning salon, and this is the only time you do this, when you're working in the tanning salon, you strictly are trying to sell Bima the ownership. And we'll